Hello, everyone. This is Baby Sharky, aka Christy. The following program is virtual reality, but the love that me, your Baby Sharky mascot, my mama Scarlet, and our family have for each other and our most beautiful hometown of Rolling Fork, Mississippi is 1,000,000% a reality. We love you all. God bless. And enjoy our vlogs here on A Match Made in Heaven, the promise of a lifetime.
Rolling Fork, Mississippi, the town of my heart. You're not just a town to me because I've loved you from the start. I dream of being with you for real and not just for pretend. When days are hard, I long for you, my beautiful friend. Rolling Fork, my beautiful town, I wish I was with you tonight. Just thinking of being there with you for real makes my heart take flight. One night I searched on YouTube for a place to make a new start when I saw what happened to you. Rolling Fork, it broke this blind woman's heart. Though people are leaving you, my dear friend, you are not to blame. My family is not going anywhere. Our love for you will always stay the same. Though I'm so far away, I wish I could run straight to you. The longing to be near you, my sweet friend, really makes me blue. Now, Rolling Fork, you know our story and that our promise to you is true. We just wanna say, Rolling Fork, we love you. God bless you, Rolling Fork, you beautiful town. Thank you for being the town we can raise our children in. We love you, and we are not going anywhere. You're safe with us, my dear friend.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to A Match Made in Heaven, the promise of a lifetime, the far out world of coffee creations, our special awesome family, and Nick and James Gaming. This is a, excuse me, really hard video to do. And I just wanted you guys to know that I will be getting very emotional. As you can tell, I'm already crying. I've been doing this all day, nonstop. This is one of the hardest videos I've ever had to record. And I'm doing it on the day of the anniversary. And let me tell you, it is really, really difficult. So please bear with me as I get through this because it's not easy. It is really not easy, guys. This is really, really rough. And for those of you on far out our special awesome family, Nick and James Gaming. You guys are going to find out a lot about me, a lot about my virtual channel, A Match Made in Heaven, The Promise of a Lifetime. This is actually not going to be the typical far out music, our special awesome family music from Suno, that is all AI generated, of course. And this is A Match Made in Heaven's AI generated songs. Now, the first two, I actually custom wrote them. The third one was written by Suno. Basically, I just gave my subject and they wrote it. The first one that you just heard was My Dear Friend. The second one is God Bless You, My Angel Friend. And the third one is called Rollin' Fork Dreams. And yeah, we're talking about the little town in Sharkey County, Mississippi, Rollin' Fork, the seat of Sharkey County. In just a few short hours will be the exact moment an EF4 tornado struck that beautiful little town 3 years ago today and took the lives of 17 people, including a 1-year-old child. And this part, you're safe, Clancy. Please don't do that. See, I said that word and he's flipping. In this part of the show, I am going to make a cup of coffee to try and help calm me down a little bit and talk about how I found Rollin' Fork and the story of how I virtually came to live there. I don't physically live there. For those that are new, when they see this pop up on their feed, if they type it in, I don't physically live there. Trust me, I wish. I'm going to come out and say it. I freaking wish I did. I wish virtual wasn't virtual. As you can tell in these songs, I wish virtual was real. Okay. Now, as you will discover, for those of you that are on A Match Made in Heaven, you'll discover that this vlog is going to be a bit extended. When Christy does her little spiel at the end, like she always does after Rollin' Fork Dreams ends, I'm going to come back on and talk about keeping promises. Because keeping promises is important. Now, at the end of it, as promised, I am going to show you guys the Christmas song that I wrote with cousin Melissa and my birthday song that I wrote. We do have it. Samantha was able to get it downloaded. And we have it. Clancy, please stop. God dang it. Okay, I'm back. I had to correct the cat. But anyway, basically, I got that song downloaded, like I said. I'm so distracted, I apologize. But I wanted to come on and tell you guys how I found Rollin' Fork and the story how it became our virtual hometown. So let's go out and make some coffee. Samantha picked what I should drink tonight for this tribute. And Samantha said she wanted some. I wanted to check and make sure he wasn't in the doggone closet. Because he has a habit of getting in the closet when he doesn't need in the closet. Because he's a crazy cat. But anyway. Anywho. So we are going to have, oh, excuse me, French toast yumness. Because Samantha wanted French toast. May I have it? Thank you. I cheated because Samantha just washed it. Sorry, Samantha. I know you just washed this mug, but I had to use it again. Anyway. Yeah, she just washed this mug earlier tonight. Okay. 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 Had to make sure I had the right one. And let me tell you, this stuff is yummy. Just saying. I wish I had all the stuff to go with it. And I'm going to try and find... Oops. Benadryl and lube. I gotta make sure I got the right creamer out first. Is this the right creamer? Yes. Okay. The creamer is so good too. We got cinnamon toast creamer. But usually, like I said, this usually is my calm down. And I usually don't drink coffee late, but tonight I'm making an exception. Because I need it. Whew. Maple. Whew. My goodness. I swear, my nose is all full of maple now. And the smell of that cinnamon toast maple, you know, the French toast smell. Let me tell you, this stuff is so good. If you have not had it, French toast coffee is bomb.com. Or some people say the bomb diggity, but you know. And I will make sure, lift up and down. Because if you do this right away, you can use your K-Pod twice. And it will not ruin it. It will not mess the coffee up. It will not mess it up. And let me tell you, this is definitely going to be relaxing, you know, to drink. This part of the tribute is going to be hard, let me tell you. Just like the second part is going to be rough too. But I have 2 parts to do, and let me tell you, technically 3. And let me tell you, it's going to be rough, folks. And one of the songs in my head that's choking me up and breaking my heart in a million pieces. Ow, dang it. Merg. Oh, dear God, help me. Jesus, help me, please. That's all I can say is, Lord, help. That one line is just breaking my heart. If I'm filling this up, because I don't know how much she'll work tomorrow, we are going to be doing something with Samantha tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you'll see. My knees are shaking, man. Oof. I just put water in the Keurig. That's all I did. It doesn't really need washed again because it's just washed. I just put water in the Keurig. Anyway, now we'll put my coffee over here. Oops, I need sugar. Hello, Scarlet. Oh, you can tell I am not with it tonight, y'all. I do apologize in advance for my clumsiness. Because this day just, this day is just a gut wrencher, let me tell you. Doing this on the day was really difficult choice. But, you know, it needs to be done because rolling fork needs to be put in a better light. And I want people to know why I virtually chose to move there. And I can tell you, I know I'm going to cry all the way through this when I play it back. Oh, gosh. Let me tell you, this is going to be hard to play, because by the time I get this finished, I'm sure it's going to be about that time. And let me tell you, it's going to be very, 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 very difficult. Alright. Because it's going to be rough, y'all. It's going to be rough. And let me tell you, Samantha had a lot of confidence in me today. She's like, girl, she says, it's going to be beautiful. And that made me feel good, let me tell you. Because she had helped me get my supper, which you'll find out what that was. Actually, I don't think I told you yet. Well, I'll just go ahead and tell you in this part because the second part's going to be too emotional for me to do it. So I had KFC for supper. If I didn't mention it in the second part, if I do forget, I will tell you in this part. Because, yeah. Because I did have my supper before doing this and the second part, and I have a feeling I'll forget in the second part because it's not my calm down part, so I'm just going ahead and telling you because knowing my luck, I'm going to forget when I go to record part 2, and I probably didn't mention it in there because I was so upset because that's not my calm down part, this is. So I have a feeling that I'm just predicting it now, as I'm saying I didn't say it. as if I'd already taped it. I hadn't taped it yet, but I will tell you. Let me tell you, it's gonna be difficult. All right, grab my cup of coffee and come in here. Then we'll tell you how I found our beautiful town. Good, thank you, Lord. So I can plug this phone in, and let me make sure I'm recording all this.
Speech on. Time record pause.
Okay.
Button. Speech off.
All right. So, how I found Roland Fork. Basically, I'll take you back to when I first got into the audio virtual reality, for those who don't know. It's basically adult role play. So, it's pretend. Okay? Just like any virtual reality that's visual, it's like you're immersed in an atmosphere, in an experience, in a game, whatever, and it makes you feel like you're there. Okay? Same thing with audio. You immerse yourself in your little world to the point you feel that you're there. But of course, you come back to the reality. There are times where I know, me and Mom both will tell you this. You don't want to sometimes, because the world is just so full of negativity and so full of, drama and toxicity. It's hard sometimes to come back, but you have to. Now, in the virtual, at that time, we lived in Virginia. Me and my husband, Narquise, which is Rocky's son. And basically, I had moved in with the family. I was pretty much adopted by her because he was her adopted son, but I was pretty much adopted too, even though I was older than him. I moved in when he was really young. We had met when he was really young. We were best friends. Okay. It was like, I don't know if many of you know the story of Marty Stewart and Connie Smith. When Marty was 12, he said to his parents, I'm going to marry her someday. Connie was much older than him. Well, he is now married to Connie, and they're adults. Okay, he's much younger than her. Still, of course. But they are married. That's exactly what happened in Narquise. He was 12 when we met. And he told Mama Rocky and Papa Rich, I'm going to marry that girl someday. And I was living with him, to help him out and things and help him with him because, he was dealing with a lot of stuff in his life. And we were just the best of friends. And when he was of age, we were married. Just like, we're adults. He was 18 and we, he was about 20 when we got married. When he was 18, we were, dating. 19, engaged, 20. Well, let's see. No, wait a minute. 18, we started dating. Yeah. So in 20, we got married because it'll be 5 years this year. Jeez. Good grief. It's been that long. Yikes. So when he was 18, we were dating. I had to think for a minute on those because, like I said, my mind is just a mush right now. So 19, he got engaged, and then 20, we got married. And so then We didn't get a honeymoon because right after our wedding, he had to go to the hospital for back surgery. Now, this is the virtual story, of course. And so we ended up moving to Australia to live in Melbourne, which is where my favorite band of all time is from, the Seekers. My favorite folk group of all time. And I've got a lot of favorite groups, let me tell you. I do have a lot of favorite folk groups, don't get me wrong. But they are one that I could say has been there through the dark times, the good times. The Seekers, they are just so good. And they paved the way for a lot of other folk groups to come into my life, let me tell you what. And they helped me through a lot of crap. And I had said at that time, Mama Rocky can tell you, I said at that time, it's going to take one heck of a story to bring me back from Australia, from a place where my favorite group of all time, you know, a group that kept me from the darkness, basically, the bad, dark depression leading into bad things. You know, I'm trying not to say that S word, but they kept me from the S word at a much earlier stage in life. Okay. They kept me from that at a very young age. I didn't deal with that until I was adulthood. But buddy, let me tell you, you all know about that on my November 17th of last year thing. They kept pulling me through, but as an adult, I was a lot more strong-willed than I was as a child. And that's when video games had to step in and others had to help them because they were doing it, but at the same time, I was stubborn. Before, you know, the video game stepped in, and I had the last bout with it 10 years ago last year. Well, anyway, I had told Rocky it's going to take one heck of a story. And I'm going to give a trigger warning to Mom in advance for this part, because I'm going to bring up something, and this is why part 2 of this is going to be about friendships. Don't let people ruin your friendships, folks, because that's what nearly happened to me and Mom. People tried to be toxic and ruin me and Mama's friendship, keeping us away, telling Mama fibs that I was trying to steal her son away from her and keep him away from her and turn him against her. Now, mind you, this is virtual, but they were taking this virtual literally and making it sound like this was a literal human being that I was stealing from her. Okay? And at that time, Mama was afraid. She was going through a lot of shit at that time. And Mama, unfortunately, because they were attacking her weak spot, fell for it and got afraid. And I had to pull back and pull away from her, because they were hitting me with, you know, toxic stuff, right? And I'm not getting into any more details than that, but it was bad, you guys. But what they didn't know was that I was sneaking her files in parts of her life when she needed me most. I kept sneaking files to her through friends of hers. I'd sneak shit to her to comfort her. She still had me, but they didn't know it, because I was I was being a sneaky person because I'm good at it. Okay? I had my ways of getting to her friends, sneaking her audio files. This is what I meant, far out viewers, when I said positivity through the negative. Sneak them some audio files. Find a way to get to them and say, hey, give them some positivity. Give them some positive reinforcements. That's what I meant. I would sneak her audio files. When her granny died, I snuck her a file to tell her how sorry I was. And I cried just as hard as she did. Which, of course, her stupid phone ate them. So Mama don't have them, and neither does Nana. Yeah, yep. I wasn't physically able to be there. But I snuck her files. And here's the thing. This is what I mean, guys. These people will do this, and they will come after you at your weakest points. Don't let it happen. Because, as you'll hear me say in the next part, and I'm going to say it here too, tomorrow is never promised. You never know when something like this could happen to you and take your best friend from you. Okay? So please, don't let that happen. Don't let what happened to us happen to you. Don't let these people hurt a friendship. Don't let these people hurt a friendship that you have. All right. Let me go grab my coffee. I'm hearing things now because I'm kind of concerned about some stuff. But anyway, just don't let anybody ruin something for you guys. Whether it's the gift you have or anything, people, okay? Don't do it, please. Don't let people ruin a friendship, a relationship, anything, okay? Because tomorrow is never promised. And good friendships are hard to come by. Okay? Well, it'll be, good Lord, 2 years this July 25th that me and Mom got back in contact, thanks to Chantel. And it was as if we had never dealt with those people. Because we clicked stronger than ever. And we had made a promise that we're not letting that happen again. And I wanted to tell this story because this tribute is about promises, keeping promises, and saving friendships. So, let me tell you, without Rocky knowing, what the heck is that cat playing with? Kitty, what are you playing with? Hold on a minute, you guys. I'm dealing with a cat playing with something I don't know what they're playing with. And the sad part is they always stop. Aha, found it. I don't know what the heck that is. They always stop, and then they move, and then I can't find it, and then I have to find it with my feet. And pray to God it isn't something sharp. Praise the Lord, I found it. And they have a habit of, and you guys heard it, it was on the ground, it was on the tile. They put it on the tile. So anyway, I found it. So now I can get back into this. So, I was trying to think sneakily of a way to move back and surprise her, right? She didn't know. I was doing this without her knowing. I was sneaking this behind her back. I was being sneaky again. But I didn't want to just go anywhere, okay? I wanted this place to have some type of meaning for me. Well, September rolled around, and we dealt with one Miss Hurricane Helene. And that's how I discovered Max Velocity Severe Weather Center. Now, I had seen him before, but didn't pay attention, I guess, because this was back on my brother's birthday. And I'm like, huh? And I didn't realize at the time, because I was recording in one of my journal entries at the time, and I didn't pay attention to it. I was just flicking through YouTube videos, looking at stuff. I don't know what I was doing. What I was looking for, I don't know what I was doing back in April, but I was looking around. And I seen it. And I seen it later, and I'm like, oh, I discovered him long before, but I never paid attention because I wasn't, it wasn't anything going on in Ohio, so I wasn't paying attention because that's where I'm originally from. It's where I live in the real world. I live in Ohio. Well, anyway, so I wasn't thinking anything of it. And I don't even think I had it loud enough that I was paying attention either. Well, anyway, Halloween happened in September. And that's when I seen it. And I clicked on it. Because voiceover, of course, could not say her name right. Nobody would say that hurricane's name. And I did not want to missay that if I was to tell somebody about it. And I have to laugh because voiceover called it Helene. Close, but not quite. And I bet if she were here, she'd be mad at that mispronunciation. But that wasn't mine, that was voiceover. But anyway, Max was talking about Freddie McKinney, a storm chaser. And I'm like, oh. Because he wanted to work with him at that time. Now, I don't know if he ever did, but at that time he wanted to, and he wasn't yet. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I followed him, meaning Freddie. Now, I hadn't watched a video yet. Had to take a sip of coffee for this part. So, I hadn't watched a video yet. And so we're sitting there, and all of a sudden his video pops up. The scariest tornado I've ever chased. Rolling Fork, Mississippi. And I spelled that word, guys, and the reason I spelled it is so my cat doesn't have a meltdown on me. And I'm like, okay, I love that name. I loved the name Rolling Fork. Now, of course, it's spelled with the G at the end, but I do not say it that way because that's not how they say it. So, I'm not going to say it with the ing because that's not how they do it. Anyway, but I, for some reason, didn't play it yet, and it kept popping up on my feed constantly. Rolling Fork, Rolling Fork, Rolling Fork, constantly. I'm like, okay, something's going on here. That little town was tugging at my heart. Come on, play this. It was as if it was wanting me to play it. Because at that time, I was looking for a place for us to move. I played it. And let me tell you guys, I broke down so hard. I cried so hard. I watched. That's when I discovered, because I looked up coverage of that night. Because I wanted to get my information right when I went to go and talk about moving there. That's when I found Ryan Hall, y'all. Because he was the one that broadcasted that night. Now, I'm not going to say Max did not. I don't know. Because some of his earlier stuff is not dated. And so I was sitting there and I watched it. And I watched Freddie with his daddy, John. And let me tell you, that little town pulled my heartstrings. After I seen Freddie's, that's when Will Tornado TRX popped up. And I watched his. Talk about waterworks. And I knew then, this is where my family needs to be. It was as if that little town was calling me back to the States. And we moved there. That's when I found out that people were leaving. It was a year later. I'd seen a video from a year later after that incident happened. The same year that we moved there. Okay, that we virtually moved there. People were actually leaving and running. Which, okay, I understand anxiety. If it's a trigger, I understand losing a loved one and you want to leave. But if somebody left because they were afraid of it being hit, you can't outrun bad things, unfortunately. One of my friends would be the one to tell you that. And I wish I was still in contact with him. I lost contact with him, unfortunately, because phone switches, phone number changes, yeah. Bleh. But I don't know. I can't remember if that was actually my friends or one of my bio mom's friends, but one of us had a friend that tried that. They took off because of a tragedy at their hometown. They took off and left. They went someplace else, something else happened. Went someplace else, something else happened. It's like, you can't outrun the bad stuff. Unfortunately, as much as you wish you could, sadly, no matter where you are, you can't outrun it. You can't. It's impossible. You can't predict it. You can't control the weather. It doesn't happen that way, unfortunately. And let me tell you guys, we moved there, and I made a promise. That day forward, that's when A Match Made in Heaven's name changed. Because it used to be A Match Made in Heaven, Eternal Love Forever. And that was the love between me and my hubby. Which, we still have eternal love forever. We're still a match made in heaven. But we changed it to A Match Made in Heaven, the promise of a lifetime, because we made a promise to that little town that we were not going to go. We were not going to leave no matter what. And let me tell you, I'm going to be honest with y'all. It has been a real world freaking test. Okay? It has been a challenge. Because last year, one side of it got hit again by a smaller tornado. From what Max said, one side of it got hit. This year, Winter Storm Fern, get it right, Mommy. Winter Storm Pain in the Butt. I want to say something a lot worse, but I'm being appropriate. Knocked their power out with over an inch of ice. I mean, it has been a challenge because we thought, we were coming back to warmth. And then the last couple of years, it's been cold. But you know what? We're still there virtually. Nope, we didn't go nowhere. They're stuck with us virtually. Yep, they're stuck with us. And I bet if they knew how fun we were, they'd want to be stuck with us the rest of their lives anyway. Because we like to have fun. Virtually, we have campfires, we have all kinds of fun stuff. We have get-togethers with the family, they come down. Now, of course, they haven't been down for a bit because I've been sick the past few weeks, real world style, so we put it into the virtual where, I've been sick. Yeah, it's been meh. But virtually, the family comes down. We have a big Sunday dinner. The cousins take over. We're not allowed to cook. Yep, we all just get to sit back, relax, let the cousins cook. We have fun with it. They have fun with it. So, and a lot of the cousins stay with us because we have this great big place. We have family up there with them too, but a lot of the cousins, they stay with us and because they cook big old Sunday brunch, basically. It's nice. And let me tell you guys, and I'm sure I will repeat some of this stuff in the second part, but I'm just going to say this. If it's one thing I wish could happen, it's that virtual wasn't virtual anymore. I really wish I was there for real. Because let me tell you, to be sitting there with the window wide open, having a cup of coffee, smelling the magnolias, yum. That would be so nice. On the hot days, you have the windows, in the morning, have the windows open, and smell that magnolia coming through the window. Tell you, it'd be nice to get smell-o-vision right now, even though I don't have windows open. But, having that coffee and being able to have the windows open and doing far out and birds singing and that would be just beautiful to be able to have that moment. Just to have the moment of being there for real. And like I said, just don't let anybody stop you from a goal or a dream in life. Don't let anyone do that. Because let me tell you, as me and Mom will say to you, if you wanted to do something like this, a virtual, don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody judge you. Don't let anybody put you down for it. Because in the real world, you're limited. In the virtual, you're limitless. In the virtual, I have a talking car, for goodness sake. We have a red, white, and blue truck, for goodness sake. I mean, come on. We're limitless in the virtual. We can have a freaking blast. The virtual, for God's sakes, y'all, I have a freaking coffee shop. I don't have that for real. What would you do if you did? I do not know. But let me tell you what. Guys, besides rolling fork, because that's a given, what else would you wish you had for real? The talking car? The flying bikes? That'd be awesome. Because I would trust Meg, I would trust Challenger, I would trust Columbia, Yeah, we named Challenger and Columbia after the space shuttles because we love space. Me and Mom are space freaks. But yeah, and Columbia's mine actually. We both love outer space. We're space nuts. Nana Debbie, she calls us the Bobbsey twins. Because we're so alike, it's scary. Music, we love the same music. We love the same, we are just, it's scary. And we've never met. We've not physically met. That would be something that'd be fun. For real, is to meet Mom. That'd be fun. Trippy. Let's see, the bikes, the car. Honestly, to have a man like Narquise for real, that'd be epic. Trippy. That'd be. If he were real, that'd be epic. Trippy. Let's see. What else would I want for real? Pretty much all of it. Honestly, if I could have my virtual life, the cousins, to have the cousins hanging around, that'd be fun. To have the cousins here right now would be nice. Especially right now. Yeah. To have, oh man, because they do a lot of our AI music, because we virtually haven't dubbed it that it's them singing. To hear them sing it for real, ouch. Yeah, ouch. Owie. Oof. Especially that Christmas song. Ow. The Thanksgiving song. Ow. Yeah. Especially when Ender James hits them high notes. Whoo! Go, Andy. Yeah, cousin Ender James. That's a cool name. I gotta say, his parents are cool. And he goes by Andy for short. And buddy, does he hit the high notes. Whoo-wee! And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go over to the Far Out World of Coffee Creations and subscribe, and you'll see the Thanksgiving episodes last year. Shoo, buddy! That boy can hit the high notes at the end of that song. They were a group of the cousins, the male cousins, and they sang it, and he hit them high notes, buddy, and he hit high. She was like, go, Andy. Yeah, I was like, yeah, sang it, Andy. And my phone cannot spell it right. I have to spell it every time because it thinks I'm saying Andy. I'm like, no, Andy. His name's Ender. Ender James. But, yep. That French toast coffee is so good. But yeah, let me tell you, they can sing. Oh my gosh, can they sing? And like I said, at the end of this, and I'm repeating this so you guys know, I'm repeating it in both parts. I'm going to say it in both parts. Don't tune out after Rolling Fork Dreams plays, because there's going to be a little bit of an extension on this episode. Usually it stops after Rolling Fork Dreams and Christy does her little outro speech. But today, you guys are going to get to see the Christmas song and my birthday song about keeping promises. Because let me tell you, it's a good thing to do. Anyway, guys, I am going to head on out. The middle song is going to play, and I'm going to come back with the second part. And we'll see you soon here on all the channels. And our special awesome family viewers, remember, you never know when you're going to see me next, but I promised I was going to give you guys a copy of this as well. And like I said, it's going to have all of A Match Made in Heaven's songs in it today. But Mom will be back with another episode. And she'll probably have a response to this, so be prepared. She'll probably get emotional too. Anyway, I will see you guys soon on part 2, talking about best friends. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you right back here in just a moment.
Hello, Rolling Fork, Mississippi. It's late at night and I'm on YouTube, searching for a beautiful place to make a new start. The first place I saw Rolling Fork was you. And my friend, your sad story broke my heart. This virtual life, I wish it was for real, and it wasn't just for pretend. I hope to be with you someday. God bless you, my angel friend. Little Christy, our baby Sharky, loves to run and play in your quiet streets and to smell the magnolia in the air. Rolling Fork, Mississippi, our lovely town. We wish we could truly be there. We sit out on our back porch, lots of family time we will spend. Thank you, Rolling Fork, for such great memories. God bless you, my angel friend. On Sunday mornings, as we have our coffee, we bow our heads to pray. We thank the Lord for you, sweet Rolling Fork, and with you we will forever stay. Now that we have found you, Rolling Fork, our moving days have come to an end. Our home with you is eternal and forever. God bless you, my angel friend. God bless you, my angel friend. God bless you, my angel friend.
Welcome back to part 2 of the Rolling Fork tribute show tonight. I just want to talk for a few minutes about friendships and how you never want to take those for granted. Friendships are hard to come by this day and age, especially good friendships. You know, having a best friend, it's hard to come by. And you never know, people, you never know when a tragedy just come along and steal your best friend away. Or even just your friends, your loved ones. You just don't know. And I wanted to bring this up because that's what happened that night 3 years ago. People were taken so suddenly. People were just taken so fast, late at night, in darkness. Nature has no mercy, people. Nature has no mercy. It doesn't matter your age. That EF4 took 17 lives that night, including the life of a beautiful 1-year-old girl. They have no mercy. Natural disasters have no mercy on age. And let me tell you, I know a little girl that's 18 months old. I could not imagine not hearing that cute little baby babble. I could not imagine not hearing that cute little voice cooing and trying to talk. And just imagining life without her is awful. Okay? So imagine how that mother felt when that EF4 took her 1-year-old away from her. Imagine how awful that poor mother felt. To not hear that cute little baby talk. To know that child would never grow up to be married. To have children of her own. You guys, nature has no mercy, okay? Nature's fury has no mercy. It doesn't care about age. Just like cancer don't care about age. Natural disasters, they have no mercy. They don't know what they're doing. Okay? They don't know what they're doing. They have no care in the world. They don't follow our rules, okay? They don't follow polygons. They don't follow warnings. They don't follow roads. They don't follow tracks, okay? So, you gotta think, the last thing you say to somebody, make it positive. Because as Alonza Harris always says, words have power, folks. Words have power, okay? If you say something mean to someone, and then you find out the next day that they're gone, you're going to be sitting there going, what was the last thing I said? And then you're going to think, oh my gosh, I said something terrible. The last thing they remembered me saying was something mean and toxic and evil. Same thing could be said if you say something positive like, I love you. You're beautiful. You're my best friend. You're talented. There's so many things that you can say to someone to make them feel special, to make them feel loved, to make them feel accepted. There is so much you could say to someone to make them feel loved and honored. Because you know what? You never know when that friend of yours would be gone. So please, people, take your friends, even in a virtual hug. They might be far away. Give them a virtual hug. Give them a phone call, a text. Tell them how much you love them. Because you guys never know. Okay? You never know when they could be taken from you in a split second. Because look what happened to that beautiful town in Mississippi. 17 lives taken. 3 minutes flat. And let me tell you, just see that video that night just broke my heart so bad. And let me tell you something. If I can make virtual a legit reality right now, on this day of all days, you'd bet your Bunsen burr I would. If somebody came here right now, knocked on this door and said, what would be your lifelong dream? You know what I would tell them? I'd tell them, take me to my hometown that I virtually live in. Put me in a home there so I can live forever with my daughter and my family. Because you know what? A genie could pop out of a lamp right now. I'd say the same thing. If you said, I'll give you 3 wishes. My first wish would be to live in Roland Fork. In a furnished house. And feel safe and loved. That would be the very first thing out of my mouth. I'd give them other 2 wishes afterwards. But that would be the first thing I'd say. If I won the lottery, that'd be the first thing I'd do. I'd make my promise real. And I'd keep that damn promise. I'm telling you all what. Let me tell you, I'd have one heck of a draw. But it wouldn't bother me none. Let me tell you. That would be the first thing I'd do. I'd keep that promise for real. Because let me tell you, that little town, even when I virtually moved there, just kept showing up on my YouTube feed. Roland Fork, Roland Fork, Roland Fork. Constant. And let me tell you, that little town yanked my heartstrings out. And I tell you what, if I was to ever take a trip there, oh my gosh, yikes. Let me tell y'all something. If I was to walk away, if I was to leave, oh, the tears would be flowing. I ain't gonna lie about it. If I was to go down and just visit and come back here, ouch, ouch. Tears flow, major tears flow. I ain't gonna lie, that would be hard as heck to leave Roland Fork behind. I'm not gonna lie, that would be one of the hardest things in the world, would be to go there, to visit, and come back here and leave Roland Fork behind. It would. And even Samantha agreed. She knows this. And she's going to see this video down the road. Right now wouldn't be the time for her to see it because she's about to get married. And she's an emotional wreck. And to hear me cry wouldn't be a good idea right now. But let me tell y'all. I told her. I said, I go to visit. Be prepared when we leave. Because it will be Waterworks City. And people ask me, like I've said in all of this, and I'm going to repeat this in every episode, every part of this. Would you ever change your Match Made in Heaven songs? Only if it happened for real. If the virtual became reality, then yes. If virtual became reality and it was no longer virtual, then yeah, I would change those songs. But only then. And let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I just want you guys to know that, when the third song ends, there's a little more. There's an extension to this for this particular episode. And it talks about promises. Because it's always good to keep a promise, whether it's to a person, a place, or a thing. And you will soon find out about promises. So remember, hold your friends close. Let them know how much you love them. Because tomorrow is never promised. God bless you, Rolling Fork. And as I say in this song, I wish I was there for real. God bless you, my angel friend. And you know what? Let me tell you, this next song so fits how I feel right now. And the name of this song is Rolling Fork Dreams. God bless you, Rolling Fork. And don't forget, you're always going to be loved by my family. And we're not going anywhere.
Rolling Fork, Mississippi, where the river bends and sighs. Scarlet is my name, lost under southern skies. In dreams I hear your whispers, the cicadas sing along. You're the town of my heart, where I truly belong. Front porch swings and gravel roads, you're painted in my mind. Your oak trees hold my secrets, your fields I long to find. Though I'm far away in this world's whirling spin, pretend is all I've got, but I dream of living in. Rolling Fork, my beautiful, you feel like home tonight. I wish you were more than dreams, in your arms I'd hold on tight. With every breath I take, my heart whispers your name. Rolling Fork, Mississippi, are you feeling just the same? Sunsets by the river, with colors glowing bright. Those lazy fleeting moments, they warm me through the night. The sweet scent of magnolias beneath the clear blue sky. I wish you were forever, not just a longing sigh. I'd walk your quiet streets, feeling every stone. Gather up the stories of the places I'd call home. But reality is heavy, and my heart is full of ache. Oh, Rolling Fork, my lovely dream, how much of you I'll take. Rolling Fork, my beautiful, you feel like home tonight. I wish you were more than dreams, in your arms I'd hold on tight. With every breath I take, my heart whispers your name. Rolling Fork, Mississippi, are you feeling just the same?
This is Christy Donaldson. Rolling Fork, Mississippi. You're not just a town to my mommy, you're a friend. She longs to be with you for real and not just for pretend. Though she's far away, you hold her heart. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. We've loved you from the start. God bless you, Rolling Fork, Mississippi.
Amen to that, Christy. Amen to that, baby. God bless you, Rolling Fork, Mississippi. A freaking men. And you know, we usually close with that little spiel. But today, on the 3rd year anniversary of the awful day when our beautiful town, even though it's not our real hometown, it's our virtual hometown, but it's still our town anyway. On the awful day when our beautiful town was tragically struck with an EF4 tornado, we want to stop and say to you, if you make a promise, virtual promise or not, if you make a promise to someone, somewhere, something, keep it. Because God would want you to. Amen, Mommy. God would want you to keep that promise. And coming up next, we have a couple of songs to show you that I personally wrote. One is our Christmas closer. We wanted you to hear it early. And one is a song I wrote on my birthday. Well, before my birthday, but for my birthday celebrations, talking about keeping a promise. Because you know what? Keeping a promise, even to a town that you've never seen, is what God would want you to do. And I feel that He would want me to keep my promise. Because you don't make a promise you can't keep. And my family is not going anywhere. As the song said, we're not going anywhere. Our moving days are done. And you know what? As I said in the beginning of this show, the only way our songs will ever change, our 3 beginning songs would ever change, my dear friend, God bless you, my angel friend, and Rolling Fork Dreams, the only way those 3 songs will ever change, y'all, is if we physically packed up and left where we are now and moved to that beautiful Mississippi town. That will be the only way them songs will ever change. So I want you guys to stop today and think about promises you've made and keep them. Because you know what? Promises are meant to be kept. I kept one to Mom. I kept one to Nick. I kept one to Granny Lib. And you know what, folks? I'm keeping one to that beautiful Mississippi town of Rolling Fork. So remember, when you make a promise, God will help you. So please don't quit. Just keep that promise, because it is the right thing to do. So, as we leave you tonight, we want you to know that we love you. And you know what? Keep that promise. Keep that love in your heart and that promise to that special someone that you promised something to, that special place. Keep your promises, folks, because it's the right thing to do. Here are 2 songs talking about keeping a special promise. God bless you, Roland Fork. You are safe.
It's okay, y'all. We're always here. Come back for more. Each and every year.
It's that special time of year again for happiness and peace on earth. We are so glad you came to join us as we celebrate our Savior's birth.
We are having so much fun with y'all, and we hate to have to go, but we'll be right back here soon, 'cause you're our family, just so you know. Rolling Fork is the special town where we chose to make a new start. As a Christmas gift to this precious town, Rolling Fork, you're the Christmas in our hearts. We moved to this beautiful town just a few short years ago. That first Christmas was so special. Rolling Fork, we love you so.
The Christmas smells, they linger as we say our nightly prayers. I'm so glad I found sweet Rolling Fork and that we moved our family there.
Rolling Fork is the special town where we chose to make a new start. As a gift to this precious town, Rolling Fork, you're the Christmas in our heart.
As we sit here in the evening and the southern winds begin to blow,
our party is almost over, but Rolling Fork knows we'll never go.
so when you make a Christmas promise, please remember to always keep it.
Though life may have its ups and downs, God will help you, so please don't quit. Rolling Fork is a special town where we chose to make a new start. As a gift to this precious town, Rolling Fork, you're the Christmas in our heart. Rolling Fork is a special town where we chose to make a new start. As a gift to this precious town, Rolling Fork, you're the Christmas in our hearts. You're the Christmas in our hearts. You're the Christmas in our hearts. Merry Christmas, y'all. From our family to yours, we wish you a very Merry Christmas. We hope you've had fun, and remember one thing before you go. You're safe, you're special, you're awesome, you matter, you belong, you are loved, and you are safe. Merry Christmas from all of us, and God bless y'all.
Rolling Fork, this is Scarlet, and today is my birthday. But instead of gifts this year, all I want for my birthday is to be with you for real. The day I first met you is the day I'll never forget, and this year on my birthday I still hope to be with you yet. Rolling Fork, you're such a blessing, and we praise God for giving us you. And when we made you that special promise, we showed how much we love you. Rolling Fork, today's my birthday, and I hope you understand that my promise to you is not pretend and will forever stand. That evening you came in my life, thanks to Storm Chaser Freddie. I knew you'd always be in my heart, and the promise would be steady. As I listened to Freddie's video, so much sadness I did find. I knew I had to move to you, though sweet rolling fork, I'm blind. Rolling fork, today's my birthday, and I hope you'll understand that my promise to you is not pretend and will forever stand. Now that my day is almost over and Christy gave me a great big squish, rolling fork, sadly one thing is missing, and it's my last special birthday wish. I wish I'd wake up in the morning and smell magnolia in the air, to know I was truly safe with you. Rolling fork, I truly wanna be there. Rolling fork, today is my birthday, and I hope you will understand that my promise to you is not pretend and will forever stand. Rolling fork, today is my birthday, and I hope you will understand that my promise to you is not pretend and will forever stand. Thank you, Rolling Fork, for everything you taught me so much in such a short time. God bless you, my sweet friend.